Oh, man.
Hey, look, are y'all up to date with this whole new catch a pedo lane? Because, you know, a couple shows ago, not a couple, maybe like 40, 50 episodes ago, we actually had Black Biden on the show. And if you don't know who Black Biden is, go on the internet and tap in. He is out of Long Beach, California. He's a black guy. Out his own pocket, he catches pedophiles, right? He sets them up, sets up the fake chat. I think his daughter is even a part of it, where she's the decoy. And they get these guys out in the public, and they done caught everybody from longshoremen to political figures, to people in politics, to D1 athletes. Like, they done caught some people you would never guess is out here messing with kids. So now there's a new trend where the influencers of the internet, Vitaly to be one of the biggest ones, they're now doing the same thing. Only they're bringing in celebrities. So he's brought in The Game. He's brought in YG. I seen him bring in, who's the Mexican boxer who keeps saying fuck niggas? Ryan Garcia. So to me, what started as something that was like diligent and great for society, they're turning this shit into a mockery. I actually think it's staged. I think what they're doing is staged. What Black Biden doing is real. He's catching real people and they're getting arrested, catching real cases. These guys, it looks like they're just doing this for the views. It's a new lane. They had Charleston White on there going crazy. All the people, they like it, they laugh. None of these guys getting arrested. The police damn near never show up. So to me, it looked like it's just a new lane to get views, to get engagement. Because there was a Twitter page where these guys were anonymous. And they were catching pedophiles, tying them up, fucking them up, torturing them, beating their ass.
I thought you were going to say fucking them.
Hell no. I mean, they might be off camera, but they was really like showing you fucking them up. And people reported the page and got it taken down. Of course. It was called I Expose Pedos. I think they're trying to get the page back.
I Expose Pedos and racists.
People, especially black people, love pedophiles. Like,
don't say especially.
Hey, don't put that on us.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
We know where the most
before you go out and expose a pedophile in your community, why don't you go get the pedophile in your family? Black people got the creepy uncle that's been touching the kids for the past 35 years, and your big mama defending them. You know Uncle Jerry is weird and shit. You can't say nothing, can't do that. Hey, listen, pedophilia, like everything else in our community, has become a source of entertainment. There's not a black person on earth who could tell me that they care about pedophilia when they just voted for a clear pedophile, Joe Biden, at 91%. And now they're voting for the woman who was the vice president of this pedophile, who said that she believed he raped Tara Reid and 3 other women, but still chose to become his vice president. Now black people about to vote for her. Listen, we love pedophiles.
You love
R. Kelly. We love R. Kelly. Most of these women, were actively, willingly engaged in pedophilia when they was in high school. We was in the school. We walk out the school. You try to talk to the hot girl. Ugh, get away from me. Oh, why is she acting like that? Because she got a 33-year-old boyfriend buying her all the Jordans and shit. And every day after school, he out there waiting on her. She go jump in his car and do God knows what willingly. We kind of have a pedophile culture in America, and we try to act like we're against it. But we're totally selective. Look, whatever happened to Epstein Island? Joe Biden is on the Epstein Island list. We still voted for him at 95%. We didn't just show up. We showed out for the pedophile. So it's totally selective and arbitrary. They saying
Trump was on that list too, though, bro.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
No,
I know. They're saying he was on that list.
And he's the person who was calling for the list to be released and going after the pedophiles.
See, that's my gripe. Right. That's my gripe with him, though. He was in the office 4 years. Man, fuck all that calling.
Dude, they blocked him.
Hold on.
You can do what the fuck you want to do.
You the president, bro. Just do it. Ain't no trying. Just do it.
Yes, you can.
I know he got things work. If I don't care how things work.
If you got access to it, you can do it.
The world works how we make it work and how we agree it should work. So if he had his hands on that, he could have put that out anonymously. He could have had somebody else just leak it. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
You're being hypocritical.
Listen, they all on the same team if you ask me.
You being hypocritical.
But hold on, because let me ask this, because we all know they're trying to normalize pedophilia.
That's basically what I want to
do. They already did.
Hold on, because we seen what happened with the Olympics. They actually took my video down when I played the ceremony, when they did the whole demonic gay shit. The dude had his nutsack hanging out with a little kid right behind him. Like, the kid's here, his nutsack is hanging out here. They wind up taking the video down because so many people reported it.
That's crazy.
Now, this Vitaly shit, I'm questioning why they're doing this, because they're making pedophilia seem comical and almost normalizing it by turning it into some spoof shit.
But what they doing is, like you said, it's a ploy to it, because now they're trying to make it, they're normalizing it by showing it to you, making it like out of a comedy. They starting to do certain shit. The same way they started making cheaters, same way they started making cops, the same way they start doing these shows like reality. Now they're trying to make this your reality. Like, yeah, this is normal. We see this shit all the time on TV now. And now people, like you said, are more accepting regardless if they agree to it or not. We don't support none of that shit. All that is out.
In my opinion, hold on. In my opinion, I think what they're actually doing is making it. They're going to make people feel bad for the pedophiles. In my opinion, that's where this is leading, because I've never seen somebody pull up on a pedophile, shave their head, beat them up, do all this stuff. To me, I think they deserve it, obviously, for what they're doing. But what I'm saying is that when people are going to this extent, and then on top of that, they're not getting any repercussions for it, it's starting to look like just humiliation. And I think people are starting to forget that it's even a pedophile there. They just looking at everything else. So I feel like eventually with the humiliation that they're doing, it's going to make people actually feel bad for these people. That's how I feel about it.
Well, that's a great because that's a great point. Because I seen a video where they caught this black guy, right? He was in front of the mall. He came to meet like a 13-year-old or something. And they told him, you know, they chastised him or whatever. And they was like, man, somebody just slapped the shit out of you. So they wind up literally started taking turns smacking the shit out of him. He was just standing there just boom, 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 smacking the shit out of him. And this Mexican lady turns up like, hey, you guys, that's assault. I'm finna call the cops. They're like, hey, ma'am, he's a pedophile. He
Mexicans
came to meet a kid.
Pedophiles.
But you got to think about it.
They were like, look, he's a kid. Yeah. I mean, he came to meet a kid. Like, we're punishing him because he came to meet a kid. But in her eyes, he was a human. Pedophiles aren't human, bro. They're less than human. They should be dehumanized. They should be decapitated. They should be murdered. They should be hung in the middle of the street for everybody to see, like public execution style. But like Kelly said, they're being bullied now, so people are having empathy for pedophiles and not the kids.
For her, it's not even empathy. You have to understand, when they flood in the country with people who culturally accept a man marrying a 13-year-old girl, 14-year-old girl. What the hell you think a quinceañera is, bro? Yeah. That's a party basically saying this girl's now fuckable by the male population of Mexico. That's what they believe in. So you can't go against nobody's culture, but when you let people come in who do not represent or appreciate American values, you erode the culture of this country. And what they're doing with the pedophilia is they're desensitizing you to it.
Right.
That's all they have to do. Look, they're at the point in California where they're not even charging pedophiles no more.
Facts.
Why? Because people knew if I get arrested for pedophilia, Pookie and Ray Ray them in jail, is prison culture. I'm going to get got, period. They don't want to hear nothing. They see your paperwork, you got some involving a minor, you're done. They basically removed one of the credible threats that pedophiles had to acknowledge and be aware of before they did a act of pedophilia. Once they take away all the threats, that means you're basically saying go ahead and do it.
This when they fucked up though. When they started letting pedophiles go PC. Nah, you in there for pedophilia, go to the main line. Let them niggas rape you, poke you up, hang you, do whatever. Once they started protecting them, why are you protecting a pedophile? So to me, the laws are set up to protect the pedophiles. Like that the parade, the gay parade they had in San Francisco. They could be all naked, these fucking fags outside.
Stop.
Naked.
Come on, man. You with the video blocked.
You can say fag now.
You can't.
On YouTube? Oh, you can say it on Twitter.
Can we just keep this, make sure this video stay up?
Listen, all these homosexuals outside in San Francisco.
Holly just gonna let you say this shit too.
Nah, because they've been saying it. They said we got the F word back. Yeah, oh God, I see it all over.
Let's just not give them no reason to take the shit down.
They told the cops they can do whatever they want as long as they're not personally victimizing the kid, meaning assaulting them literally right here. So you can walk around with your dick out, swinging in front of a 3-year-old, and the law thinks this is normal and okay. So when are the people, us, gonna say, man, fuck the law. This shit is disgusting. Well, they start smacking the shit out these people.
Think about it. People rationalize, but nah, Americans in general love to rationalize these types of atrocities. Like when we had the serial killers, niggas wanted to get inside their mind and figure out why they did it, and that ultimately made people be able to say, okay, I understand why you did what you did. So I feel like that's also where it's leading, is people trying to get inside the mind of these pedos, rationalize it to the point where they say, okay, I can see why you did that. Because even though Ted Bundy and all these people who did all this crazy stuff, we got murderers, people still feel like they shouldn't get the death penalty. People still feel like, they shouldn't have to get beat up in prison. People still feel like these people are humans, regardless. So, and that's dangerous because, like you said, a pedophile shit should be castrated. But people will over-rationalize something due to popular culture and make it seem like it's okay.
Because people in America, most Americans are pieces of shit, period. And so what we do is we try to be virtuous. It's called virtue signaling. You pretend to care about stuff you don't care about or empathize with absolute bullshit to take the attention off the fact that you're a piece of shit. So pedophilia is becoming more acceptable in America because Americans, we basically condone pedophilia.
A lot of
we don't want to deal. We don't really want to deal with it. Like some people just don't want to hear about certain stuff, and if just like accepting it makes it go away, they'll just say, "All right, man, whatever. I just don't hear about it."
A lot of that shit, like Kelly was saying about them trying to have understanding, a lot of that is true because you will see a lot of these people and they really mental, but they'll be like, "Oh, something must have happened to them as a kid." Go back down their history and try to learn. Oh, somebody touched them when they was a kid. It's not their fault that they that way. Like they'll still make those type of excuses at the end of the day about it.
Listen, there's one cure for pedophilia. That's execution.
I agree.
I don't care. Hold on. I don't care how we do it, but it also needs to be done publicly. We got to get back to public executions where the whole town gathers in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
We all got popcorn and Gatorade, and we see this motherfucker just hanging for dear life, and we literally see his soul leave his body. Firing squad, however y'all want to do it.
Not firing squad. Let the person who you fucked over do it.
Or let the family do it. Put them in the room with a family. Let's stream it. Let's get pay-per-view going. We can make some money out of it. You feel me? We can really get cracking with this.
Let's throw rocks at them till they die.